If you spend long hours at your desk, you already know how important a good mouse can be. And the Rapoo MT760 Pro is designed exactly for that kind of use. It offers an ergonomic shape, 120-day battery life, and flexible connectivity with up to 7 devices. But at the same time, it also promises smooth tracking with a PAW 3311 sensor. So today we are going to take a closer look and see how it really performs where it counts. Let's get started. So this is a 110-gram mouse. Well, that's what they claim, but when we weighed it, it came out to 107 grams. That was impressive, and that weight tells you a lot. It sits in that middle ground where it feels stable on the desk, and at the same time, it does not feel tiring during long sessions. Now, the ergonomic design is clearly inspired by that contoured productivity style. Your hand rests at an angle, which reduces wrist strain over time. And the rubberized grip helps a lot here, because it keeps your hand in place without needing extra pressure. Also, the finish has that soft touch coating. It feels smooth and slightly grippy. But at the same time, we know coatings like this can wear out. This one feels a bit thinner, so it may hold up better, but it is still something to keep in mind. And then, the materials overall feel decent. Not exactly premium, but not cheap either. You do feel that this is built to hit a price point, but it still delivers a good first impression. Now this is where things get a bit more personal, because comfort depends a lot on your hand size and grip style. It is designed for long hours, and in that sense, it works. The contoured shape supports your palm quite well. The weight also helps maintain control without feeling sluggish. And then, the thumb rest is slightly narrow, which gives a defined position for your thumb. Some of you will like that controlled feel, but if you have larger hands, it may feel a bit tight after long use. Also, the right side is not deeply curved, so your ring and pinky fingers do not lock in as securely. When you try to lift the mouse, you may notice a bit less grip than expected. So overall, it is comfortable for most desk work, and even longer sessions feel fine, but it is not the most universally perfect shape. Now let's talk about buttons, and this mouse advertises 11 programmable inputs. So you do get a lot of control options, including macro support and onboard memory. That means once you set your shortcuts, they stay saved inside the mouse. The main clicks are soft and quiet. They have a bit more travel than usual, which gives a clear press feeling, but they are also very light to press, so if your fingers rest heavily, accidental clicks can happen. And then, the center scroll wheel is rated for 1 million clicks, and it uses an aluminum alloy build. That sounds good, and it does feel durable at first, but in actual use it feels slightly loose. Also, there is no free spin mode, so you are limited to step scrolling. The middle click on the scroll wheel is not the most consistent either. It sometimes misses input, and the press angle feels slightly off. Now, the side scroll wheel uses a Hall effect magnetic system. That sounds advanced, and it is smooth in movement. But here is the thing, it spins very easily, and that makes it harder to control precisely. When you scroll across timelines or spreadsheets, it is easy to overshoot. So yes, the feature set is strong, but the tuning could be better. Alright, now let's shift into performance, because this is where things get more interesting. This mouse uses the PAW 3311 sensor, which you usually see in gaming mice. So right away you get good tracking accuracy, and up to 12,000 dpi is more than enough for most setups, and if you use the driver, you can fine-tune it in 50 dpi steps. In daily use, tracking feels smooth. Cursor movement is stable, and even on different surfaces it holds up well. So whether you are editing, browsing, or light gaming, it does not struggle. And then the polling rate goes up to 2000 Hz, which is quite high. That means faster communication with your computer, and you can feel that smoothness, especially on high refresh rate screens. However, there is one small issue. The button to change polling rate does not tell you which level you are on, so you are kind of guessing unless you test it externally. That part feels a bit unfinished. Now, this is one of the most interesting parts of this mouse. You can connect it in multiple ways: wired, Bluetooth, and also through NearLink, which is Rapoo's newer wireless tech. It supports up to 7 devices. That includes 2 NearLink USB receivers, 3 Bluetooth connections, 1 direct NearLink connection, and 1 wired mode. Switching between devices is quite simple once you set it up. But yes, you do need the driver to fully manage everything. Now, let's talk about NearLink, because that is the highlight feature here. Rapoo claims that NearLink offers 60% lower power consumption, 6 times higher speed, 1/30 lower latency, and better interference resistance by around 7 decibels. Now, in use, what we can say is its connection felt stable. No dropouts, no lag spikes. But the deeper claims, like how much faster or more efficient it is, those are harder to verify without long testing. Still, the flexibility is impressive. You can connect up to 7 devices total and switch between them easily. So overall, the connectivity setup is one of the strongest points of this mouse. So you do get software support, and the mouse has onboard memory. Now, this is a feature that many of you will find useful if you work across multiple systems. Rapoo's M+ cross-screen technology lets you control multiple computers and transfer files between them. You can copy and paste text, images, and even files across devices on the same network. And compared to heavier software solutions, this one feels lighter. It does not rely on constant background processes as much, so if you use more than one computer, this can actually improve your workflow in a noticeable way. Now moving to battery, and this one is quite strong on paper. You get an 800 mAh battery, and Rapoo claims up to 120 days of use. In real life, that number depends on how you use it. If you are running high polling rates, you will get less. But still, battery life feels solid. And then there is fast charging. Just 5 minutes can give you a full day, which is actually very practical. Now, there is also a wireless charging option, but it requires an extra accessory. Personally, wired charging feels perfectly fine since we haven't faced any issues with it, and it charges fast. So after using this mouse across different tasks, what do we really think? Well, this Rapoo MT760 Pro gives you a lot for the price. You get strong connectivity, a capable sensor, long battery life, and a shape that works well for long hours. So if you are coming from a basic mouse, this will feel like a big upgrade. You will enjoy the features and flexibility. Overall, it feels practical, flexible, and reliable in daily use. It covers most needs in a very balanced way. That was all. Thanks for watching. If you found it helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more videos. And don't forget to share your experience in the comments.